Hi everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning into the CIGARVIXEN channel. Today I'm going to be lighting up this beautiful Falto Zoraida. This was made in honor of Luis Falto's mother. Beautiful cigar. It's in a wonderful Salomon shape, a 6.5 by 52. It is a Dominican puro, meaning all the tobacco used in this cigar is from the Dominican Republic. Specifically the wrapper, which we're taking a little bit of a closer look at. It's slightly veiny, but it has a beautiful exterior to it. And it is a Dominican Corojo wrapper. And then, of course, the binder is a Criollo 98. And again, all the tobacco in the cigar is coming from the Dominican Republic. So it's a beautiful looking stick. And we're going to go ahead and get this baby lit up. So on the pre-lit draw, you get a hint of a raisin on that, just a little bit of that kind of sweetness, very familiar, but a very nice, again, just the pre-lit draw. And today I'm going to go ahead and use a cedar spill because I seem to have misplaced my lighters temporarily. But I actually prefer cedar spill, so whenever you have the chance, you know, to use a cedar spill, it's a really nice way to light your cigar. Toast it very evenly. And it's just a nice natural accompaniment to tobacco. And of course with Falto cigars, they are made in the Dominican Republic, rolled at the La Aurora factory, using only the best tobacco. Let's see if this one goes out here. And that's a beautiful welcome to this cigar. Just a really nice, kind of a toasted nuttiness. There's a little hint of that raisin that I mentioned that was there on that pre-lit draw, but a really beautiful aroma. There's something there that makes it have a very kind of a refined feel to it. Not a lot of pepper at all. In fact, it tastes like a cigar that's had tobacco that's been aging for a really long time. It's kind of that somewhat of a vintage type of a feel to it, just again with the way that it's smoking. Even on the retro, really not much of a pepper spice. There's a hint of kind of a muted cinnamon. So there's a little bit of a sweetness in there, very subtle, but really you get more of like a toasted bread, a little bit of a nutty kind of an almond, just a slight mixture of those flavors. Very well balanced so far, and just a beautiful aroma. Really, really nice, very inviting. Again, it's that nice welcoming type of a feel to it. But beautiful. It's burning just lovely. And it just has something about it. It's just really kind of mellow and just a really easy, you know, first couple puffs in there. Not very strong, but just very, very nice. Picked up a little hint right now of a citrus, kind of an orange, a sweeter, like an orange rind, little bit of that, just a hint of it, but again, very balanced on those flavors that are coming through. And of course, I'm going to smoke it down like always and check back in with you towards the halfway point here and see about the flavors. Coming back for the second third on the Falto Zoraida, a very nice smoke. It's, again, best word to describe it, I mentioned it within the first few puffs, is refined. The flavors, none of them actually jump right out at you. They're all very well balanced and kind of meshed together, somewhat mellow, especially compared to some of the other Falto lines that have a little bit more of like that pepper or that strength. This one, on the contrary, has a very nice subtle woodsiness to it, a very well-aged cedar. There's a little hint of a sweetness in there that's somewhat hard to pinpoint. It almost reminds me of something that would go with like a vintage Bordeaux wine. I mean, it kind of sounds odd, but those flavors kind of come forward. And again, it's just a very refined, very balanced smoke. Nothing that really jumps right out at you, but it's very enjoyable. In fact, I had to catch myself and realize that I was already at that point of needing to come back in for the second part of the review, because it's just such an easy smoke. And it's just really nice. I'm enjoying it. Just a perfect afternoon type of a smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it down a little bit more and check back in with you one last time for the final third. So coming down to the final third on the Falto Zoraida, this is the part where I would need one of those little cigar holders so I could continue to smoke it, because it's very, very nice in flavor. This last third was interesting. It actually came up with some different flavors. There was a nice introduction of anise, as well as kind of a berry, almost a blackberry type of a sweetness. And there was a hint of a roasted coffee bean that came into play. But really those flavors shifted in towards like the halfway, a little bit past that halfway point, and they've just smoked very nicely. And again, the word I've used already 3 times, I believe, was refined, but that's really the best way to describe the experience and the tobacco feeling in this cigar. Just very balanced and refined, very easy to smoke, very beautiful profile. I was really impressed with this cigar, the way that it smoked overall, especially with that size. The construction was spot on. And again, you just get those nice, different, subtle nuances that came into play throughout the entire cigar. So very nice. Highly recommended. If you've never smoked one, definitely get your hands on one. And again, I'd love to hear the feedback. If you have smoked one, if you don't know, where to find them, please check the website. You can check my website. You can check the Falto website. But again, great stick. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Some people try things for the first time and love it from the start. After my first cigar, I loved it so much, it became my life. From the Partagas factory in Cuba to the Davidoff fields in the Dominican, I've been to cigar lounges and events in all 4 corners of North America and in between. I've even hiked to the top of a volcano and smoked a cigar in Nicaragua. Along the way, I've made some new friends. Now, all this cigar smoking has gotten some attention. Join me as I pursue my passion. Experience this exclusive world very few will ever see. My name is Delicia, and I'm the Cigar Vixen.